What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Well, once again, I was correct when I pointed out that Tom Thibodeau, while he is a great coach, while he does have success during the regular season, while he can win you ball games, I've said time and time again, though, but since he's not, Adrian Griffin, since he's not, uh, Steve Nash, since he's not, Doc Rivers, whatever I say about this guy, it doesn't stick. I don't get why, because it seems to happen every damn year. All the platitudes, all the great things I just said about him, the knock on this dude is that he runs his players into the ground. But yet I get people telling me I don't know what I'm talking about and all this other BS. Well, happened again. The Pacers beat the Knicks at Madison Square Garden in one of the most anticlimactic games I've ever seen in my life. I mean, here we are. The Knicks have been bringing back excitement back to Knicks fans, playing great. And it's like they just ran to a wall today. And that wall was the lack of availability of players and the lack of offensive firepower and the injuries to players finally overwhelmed this team. And they caught a Pacers team that was finally firing on all cylinders for once. And the Knicks just couldn't match that because of injuries. Okay? 130 to 109, I believe, the final score. And for the most part, the Knicks were trying to play catch up the entire game. I think a couple times they got to within 7 or so, but then the Pacers would come right back and just blow it out to about a 15, 18-point lead for the most part. And that's pretty much how the game went. For the Pacers, Pascal Siakam had 20 points on 8 of 15 shooting, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Somehow it seemed like he had more than that. Matter of fact, before I go forward, the Pacers had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in double digits. Aaron Nesmith, 19 points, a perfect 8 of 8 shooting, including 2 of 2 from downtown. Miles Turner, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 7-11 shooting from the floor, 2 of 3 from downtown. Andrew Nembhard, 20 points, 8 of 10 shooting, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Tyrese Halliburton, 26 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 10 of 17 shooting, 6 of 12 from downtown. And TJ McConnell, 12 points, 7 assists, 6 of 8 shooting from the floor. Isaiah Thomas just missed about 1 point to be the 7th guy in double digits. 9 points, perfect 3 of 3 shooting from the floor. For a team, as a team, the Pacers shot, get this, this might be a playoff record, by the way. A playoff record. 67% from the damn floor. This is Knicks basketball? Allowing a team at New York to shoot 67%? I thought Tom Thibodeau was a defensive-minded coach. Maybe what happened was not only was the Pacers on fire on all cylinders, but they just ran out of gas. That happens when you keep trying to come back from deficits, come back. You run out of gas. Why? Because you're short. And why are you short? Because of injuries. Let's look at this. We already know Julius Randle, he ain't built to be in New York, you know what I'm saying? He could have played with the injury to the right shoulder. He would have been at a reduced capacity. And yeah, he would have been in pain. But he chose to have surgery and, he's going to play for next year. If I'm the Knicks, I trade this guy. Okay? He underwent surgery on the right shoulder, be reevaluated in 5 months. This was back in April, so that's May, June, July, August, September. So he'll be reevaluated in September. Bojan Bojanovic, remember, he's supposed to be the Knicks. He's been out since April 30th. He underwent season-ending surgeries on his left foot and left wrist for injuries. Mitchell Robinson, right? I think Mitchell Robinson's been out since May 14th. Underwent surgery to address a stress injury to his left ankle. So he's gone. OG Anunoby came back today, then left again, if I'm not mistaken, due to injuries. And then to make insult to injury, Jalen Brunson fractured his hand today. Some of this is attributed, in my opinion, to these guys playing way too many minutes for far too long on these short rotations, and it's caught up to them. But nobody can have no smoke for Tibbs. Nobody. Pacers shot 67% from the floor, which might be a playoff record. 54% from downtown. They out-rebounded the Knicks 33-28. Remember, rebounding was supposed to be a Knicks strong suit. The Pacers had 33 assists, 7 steals to the Pacers 5, 9 block shots to the to the Knicks 2. Just unbelievable stuff, man. The Knicks shot only 42% from the floor. They shot 37% from downtown, which is respectable, but hey, when your opponent's shooting better than 50% from downtown, that ain't really much to brag about. As far as the New York Knicks are concerned, Jalen Brunson, who, I'm going to be honest with you. I normally don't say this, but if you're a New York Knick and it just was comparing you to Willis Reed about playing hurt, man, at some point, bro, this might sound unfair, but I come from a different era. If you can walk, if you can run, you should play. Even if you got to fucking inject some Robitussin in your hand or some shit, man. Wrap that bitch up. I'm just saying, like, this is why I get irritated when irresponsible broadcasters like Stephen A. Smith say stuff like, this is the greatest run ever by a small guard. You say stuff like that. If this was Allen Iverson, he would have played. He would have played with that fractured hand. He would have played. He would have wrapped that motherfucker up. Wrapped it up. Kobe Bryant, no doubt about it. Michael Jordan, no doubt about it. Now, the only reason why I bring those guys up is because Jalen Brunson's been compared to people like that. They've been comparing these guys, but then when we make these comparisons, we out of line. In my opinion, Jalen Brunson should still went out there and played. They would have lost probably, but you still went out there and played. Anyway, Josh Hart, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. He tried. Josh Hart is banged up, by the way. Josh Hart went out there and played, and he got injuries. 3 of 9 from the field. OG Anunoby, 5 minutes, 5 points, hit a 3, left early because of injuries. Hartenstein absolutely did nothing. Nothing. 30 minutes of play, didn't score 1 bucket. Not one. Not a point. Dante DiVincenzo did as much as he could. He deserves to get a raise. Whatever happens on his next contract, get this man a multi-billion-dollar deal. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know what I'm trying to say. 39 points, 11 of 21 shooting, hit 9 threes, 8 of 10 from the line. He balled out. Alec Burks balled out. 26 points, 8 of 13 shooting, 2 of 5 from downtown, 8 of 8 from the line. Jalen Brunson, for like the second game in a row, shot horribly. 17 points, 9 assists, but only 6 of 17 from the floor. And some of that got to be fatigue. Because in that first series, he played 44 minutes a game. I don't know how many minutes he played in this series. Well, he played 29 minutes, but he didn't play in the fourth quarter, really. So that would have been easily 37, 38 minutes had he stay in the game. So you get my point, okay? There's always next year for Knicks fans, but, you know, I just don't think you can win a championship with Tom Thibodeau. Not as the head coach. Can't. He has a flaw. Got to open up those rotations a little bit, man. Can't just be playing 7 guys all game. Can't just keep playing 7 or 8 guys all game, every game. It's going to catch up with them, man. But that's just my opinion, at least, man. Tell me what you guys think.